Good morning. Now, are you the kind of traveller that likes to immerse yourself in the culture of a place, really feel the history running through your veins? But sometimes it can be a little bit difficult and you don't know where to start. Well, maybe we've got a place for you. Today we're in Bhaktapur. This is a city very close to Kathmandu and it's the old capital of the Nepal Mandala, the old ancient kingdom. In particular, we're here in Durbar Square. Now before we get into the culture and the history of Bhaktapur and all the facts and crazy stuff, let's first and foremost start with how you get here. It's a 1-hour bus journey or a 30-minute taxi journey from Kathmandu. The taxi will set you back 1,000 rupees and the bus a much more affordable 45 rupees per person. That's exactly what me and Siamara did and it was a great experience. As we know them these days are modern constructions. The borders didn't exist previously to this. Nepal is no different. In the ancient world it consisted of 3 major kingdoms. Karnataka in the south and Kas in the west. In the middle though was Nepal Mandala, the capital of which was Bhaktapur. Nepal Mandala was a kingdom that was ruled by the Malla dynasty for over 600 years. And in the 15th century, the Malla king decided to split his kingdom into 3 parts, the capital of which he made Bhaktapur. This stayed as the capital of that kingdom until the 18th century, when it was overtaken by the Gurkha kingdom. And then later became what we now know as Nepal. Durbar Square, there are 3 of these in Nepal. And it literally translates as Palace Square. It signifies that this was the home of the royal family. A king lived here. And up until the 18th century, this was ruled as a kingdom. It was bordered, it had walls on the outside, and it was fiercely protected. But eventually, the Gurkha kingdom overtook it. There are signs all over Bhaktapur of its royal history, and you can see one here. This is one of the Malla kings in a seated position, looking out over one of the buildings here. This is one of the most revered and respected statues here in all of the city, which is in fact one of the smallest cities, if not the smallest city in Nepal. That is supporting the whole building and it's all the way along. That just like looks like it's tacked in with some nails.
Yeah, and then you can see that there is many buildings also that they are reformated, so they are not old anymore. And then for what we have been reading, like it looks like this was one of the places that it got more affected by the earthquake. So yeah, it's sad. It's very sad.
And then you feel that rumble. Oh no, that's Siamara's done. Now of course, Bhaktapur is more than Durbar Square. It's a whole city. And so this entire area, just to gain access to it, you have to pay an entrance fee. So you have to buy a ticket basically to get in. The ticket was 1,500 rupees per person, so not cheap. It certainly makes a dent in your budget, but once you're in, you kind of see the value in it. It's a really beautiful place. But yeah, that gives you a maximum of 7 days access. So you've come to our hotel here and actually really like it. But the problem is, if we want to stay more than 7 days, you've got to buy another ticket, which is a little bit inconvenient. The Kathmandu Durbar Square, they give you full access for the full time of your visa, provided you've got your passport with you. So it's a little bit annoying that you only get 7 days, especially when you look around and you see there's just so much to see. Nice. One of the fantastic things that I'm really loving about Bhaktapur so far is that they've got this strong architectural and crafts culture. And in particular, what's impressive and just really enjoyable is that they've maintained that style despite modernizing. In Kathmandu, you see a lot of the buildings, the newer ones, they're quite brutalist and blocky, and they've just chose the most efficient design to build something quick. Whereas here, they're really maintaining that strong culture of Newari architecture. Also, you see, there's a lot of artisans here. Pottery is a big part of the culture. And so over here, we can see they're making the clay pots, they're putting them out to dry, they're selling them. Very, very cool.
It's very beautiful. You can have classes here if you want and try how to do some of these potteries, art.
You found. Looks like this is where maybe they do some kind of sacrifices, like it's a dead bird in there. Maybe that's not a sacrifice though, maybe an animal got it.
I think that they do sacrifices.
Maybe it just so happened to be.
They sacrifice to the god.
So I think we've actually just stumbled into some kind of celebration. They're leading the goat and they're marching here now. No idea what this is for. Maybe we can find out. Don't worry, doggo, it's not your turn. Oh, is this where they're going to do it? He's a big goat, that one. Look, I'm not barbaric. I'm not saying that like I'm bloodthirsty and I want to see it, but it's part of the culture. And so you'd be a fool to not show things that are traditional and real up here. And this is what happens. It's an animal sacrifice. I'm sure the animal doesn't go to waste. I'm sure they eat it. Sacrifice is going on inside now. We've got a crowd. I don't think we can go inside. I don't want to intrude on any kind of religious stuff or anything, but you can kind of see that it's being taken in over here. And the boys, the band, and setting the ambience. Are you ready?
A little bit traumatized.
The lady said we can come in, so I don't think I'm causing any offence by being here. But I'm not sure, like, obviously you see the Hindu gods in the back, so what the reason for the sacrifice is, I'm not too sure. Maybe I can ask someone in a minute. But the animal seems quite calm at the moment. Well, wait, hey, get in someone's video. See, Amara is that person who's in the back of about 1,000 photos of other people, just like...
Well, it's because I'm not looking what all people is doing. I'm just like on my own little world, just walking around.
Well, this here happens to be the tallest tiered what am I talking about? Temple in all of Nepal. An interesting fact, the 5 tiers represent the 5 main elements. These 2 statues at the front are the guardians guarding the god or goddess. Did you know that?
Yes, I did know.
How did you know that?
Because you told me.
One of the other things that Bhaktapur is very famous for is traditional Newari food and also something called curd. I've never tried that, but I think that maybe you want to try it, right?
I'm gonna do it, and then this place stand up for it, so let's do it. Let's see how it is.
Hopefully it's not made with goat's blood.
Hopefully. Hello, namaste.
Oh, there's a little poochie. Hello.
Yeah, because I have never tried it first, I'm going to try it. So,
ready?
That's it.
Is it like milk?
It's made of milk.
From which animal?
It's cow milk.
Cow milk, okay.
Okay. How much is this? Oh wow, this is really good. It's like a kind of yogurt, but with a cream taste, and it's very fresh. So it's really, really nice.
Like an ice cream?
Kind of, but it doesn't get to be an ice cream because this is softer and creamy. And I just make a mistake.
Siamara is famous for this. Look at that now.
It's fine. Life is beautiful. It's all right.
Dirty traveller. The pot is super cold, isn't it? I love how it's like a clay pot, so it's not plastic.
Yeah.
Just recycle it or throw it away or whatever. The consistency is kind of like, yeah, it's like somewhere between being wet, isn't it? It's kind of like looks like a wet ice cream.
Yeah, but it's more similar to a yogurt.
Hey. Yeah, it tastes like yogurt. Ooh.
Amor, come on. You want one, get one for you. Proper tea.
It's really nice. I'm really surprised. Like, I normally don't like. I'm fussy with like
Creamy and stuff.
creamy things. So it's not normally for me. But this is really good. Mm. Yeah, I like it. There you go, there you go. We want to see that sacrifice in a minute, but there's a little bit of a wait and we're a little hungry, so we're going to come and grab some food. Now this food is not traditional to this area as such, but we did try it yesterday and it was very good, and you won't believe the price. Can you guess what it is? Okay. These are the best, you reckon?
I am really excited for this.
Okay, the first plate has come. Now you see these ones are a little different. So we've got momos that are in this like sauce, and we should have another one coming in a bit as well. I think these ones might be chicken.
You think?
Do you want to give it a try?
How do you know that?
I'm just guessing.
Let's try it. Let's see. But you can eat it like this, or you can always put a little bit more of a spicy. So we have this sauce in here that smells super powerful.
I call this the death sauce.
That's not for me. That's not for me though, because I don't really like spicy much. But let's give it a try like this. Oh my god.
Yeah, this one's both.
This one's both?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
See?
Good.
Delicioso.
It's funny because when we first came to Nepal, you see in all the menus that of course English is not their first language, so sometimes the spelling is wrong, and we kept seeing like buff, and I thought like maybe they're spelling it wrong, but it's buffalo. Buffalo. Don't eat beef here, but they do eat buffalo. I'm gonna put some of this death sauce. You can see that there's definitely this is gonna come back one way or another. Let's give it a go.
Sounds very gross.
It is very gross.
Gross.
So we're gonna go me first, and then Siamara's gonna try it. She's not volunteered. I'm volunteering her for her.
You're forcing me?
So let's go with this one. I'm just gonna put a little bit of this sauce on there. Okay. You ready? The buff is nice because it's got a different flavour, obviously, but it's got a different texture. It's a little bit more, it's got a bit more bite to it.
Right.
And the spicy sauce is spicy. There's a nice like saltiness to it as well. Really strong, good flavour. And having that little liquid just adds something else.
So from 1 to 10, how would you rate it?
10? Yeah, for me 10. The only thing is that for me, I'm a bit funny with textures and I'm a bit funny with temperatures. And so the momos themselves They're straight out of the pan, they've been steamed. The liquid though, that's kind of like room temperature. So for me, like the contrast in the temperatures is really nice, but when you do that on your own, which one are we going to pick for Siamara?
I think that I only want one without a spice.
I think this one. Ready?
Okay, let's go.
The chili challenge.
Oh, I hope I won't die after.
The Bhaktapur chili challenge. Ching, 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 ching. Countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
It's spicy, but you can survive to that. Kind of warms up slowly in your mouth, but it's not something that you cannot handle. I have tried different worse things than this, so this is good. It's really nice, but I do prefer the chicken one.
For the chicken?
Yes. For me, the chicken ones are nice. It has more texture. It's a little bit harder, but chicken for me,
So we're sat now, just enjoying the environment, people watching the businesses, just watching the flow of life around here. And it's quite funny because Siamara, for the 500th time during this trip so far, is confused for a Nepali person trying to talk to her, and she ain't got a clue what he's saying. Not come anywhere near me, obviously, because I don't look Nepali. But yeah, super cool around here. We're waiting here for the sacrifice. We see we've got all the beautiful architecture, the tallest temple in Nepal, all the old buildings, and you see all the little gaps, and you can see the props where they're holding the buildings up, because obviously it was very affected by the earthquake, as everywhere was in Nepal, but here in particular lost a lot of buildings due to the damage. Quite unfortunate, but the place still preserves its history. Telling him off a bit. A little kid was getting shouted at because he was over here puffing on a cigarette.
What is mommy? That's mommy.
No.
He's scared. He's scared.
Do you like Nepal?
I love Nepal. My favorite country so far.
Nepal?
Yeah, Nepal, yes. I've been here now for almost 3 months.
2 months?
3 months, yeah.
Where did you spend that time?
I've been to Kathmandu
Yes.
for a long time.
Yes. And Bhaktapur?
I've been to Pokhara.
Yes.
I've been to Madi Himal.
Yes.
I've been to Lumbini,
Oh, yeah.
back to Kathmandu
Bhaktapur.
and Bhaktapur. And then after here, I go to Langtang.
Langsa.
Langtang.
Let's go to see Newari dance.
Newari dance?
Yes. That's called Newari dance.
Okay.
Let's go.
Show me.
That's
I go with the school kids. You take the stairs or you jump? Okay.
Let's jump.
I do the same as you.
Let's jump.
I can jump.
You can jump.
Oh.
There. Come over here.
Okay. Thank you. I'm not sure I can fit through that. It's very small. Ah, easy. You got to be careful where you're walking here now. Steps are only small. Yes. My feet are big, look. Like, I can have big accident.
Your feet is bigger than this.
They're too big, yeah. So this is traditional Newari dance?
Yes.
Okay.
Always.
You're the tour guides, yeah? So I'm here now with my Nepali tour guides from which school?
Fusion Academy I speak from.
Okay. Namaste. Okay. Namaste. Just girls? Just girls do? No boys?
Boys, music.
Ah, they play the music. It's great.
Yes.
Hello.
Namaste.
Where do you live?
Where do I live? England.
Oh, England.
United Kingdom.
I want to go England.
You want to go?
Yes.
Why do you want to go?
Because that is my dream. Yes.
But why the UK?
That country is very nice.
Why, what do you think is nice about the UK?
All things are good. All things are good.
Well, you are welcome to come.
You watch FIFA World Cup.
The World Cup, yeah.
You look very
Who will win the World Cup?
Yes. Brazil.
England. England.
Name. Brazil. Your name?
Wayne.
Your Wayne.
Wayne. My name is Wayne.
Wayne.
YouTube
name?
The Wonder Life. The Wonder Life.
Okay, my son.
Bye bye. See you later. So we missed it. So we waited around all that time, and then a guide come over talking to me. He spoke very good English, so I thought I'll ask him. And turns out they did it inside. So you see, we already missed it. All that waiting around.
For nothing.
Bloody hell. Hopefully now we can find something to conclude this video. I'm sure we'll find something. There's so much going on here. But we are battling against the daylight now. And you see in here, you fall down there, you're done. Oh. Well, you did say in the end that you didn't want to watch it, so you kind of jinxed it. I've been sat over here now for 3 hours waiting. And you can see the kind of colours are going golden, kind of showing you that it's getting late on in the day now. We've maybe got another hour left of sunlight. Oh, I don't believe that. God damn it.
I'm so frustrated. We have been all day around here just for no reason. Like, literally no reason.
Well, come on then, let's make a move. Let's see what we can go and explore. Go on, have a look.
Look like English.
English? So you can see we've got this here. I don't know what they use this for, whether this would have been for like a communal bath, or like that looks like a well for taking water from. Maybe it wasn't used for anything, maybe it's like a religious thing, I'm not sure, but you get something similar to this in India, but the water down there looks a little bit stagnant. I'm not sure I'll be getting a bath in there. One thing, as you walk around Bhaktapur, you see that some of these buildings look much newer, but they're still in that old style design. And I was speaking to a guy a little bit earlier on whilst I was waiting for the go, and he said that the government and the local council here don't provide permits to build modern style buildings. It must be in the traditional Newari style, even if it's a new building. And so you can kind of see it here, like brand new bricks, brand new wood. That's only a few years old, that building, but you can see it still has the traditional wood carvings around the windows. This is the way it should be done. Kathmandu should be doing this. Kathmandu has far too many ugly buildings replacing the old beautiful ones. And here again, we've got another one of these, what was some kind of pond, or no idea. What do you reckon it was for?
Yeah, it was just a pond where maybe people used to come down and drink some water, have a
bathing or something.
Yeah, that's what it looks like, because it looks like there's a fountain.
Yeah.
And now it's, you know, locked, so water can run from there. But it looks like it was maybe a communal, like
bathing, or for washing clothes, or I don't know. Yeah, maybe just drinking water.
Maybe.
Who knows?
Yeah. But yeah, it is true what you say about the buildings. Like, they're beautiful, and I am glad they are actually having that rule, because otherwise this Bhaktapur area, like, it will lose it's magic, because that's what it makes this place special. All these buildings.
Yeah, I think maybe they need to work on the utilities though. That doesn't quite fit in, does it? Like, you got this beautiful architecture and then this brutalist box for, I don't know, maybe the fuse box or something. Now, as I say, over the coming days, we are going to make a few different videos from here. The thing that blows my mind is that people in Kathmandu say come to Bhaktapur for the afternoon. Like, get a taxi, go there and come back the same day. I don't suggest that. You need a good few days here to explore. So likelihood is we might even do a week here. Sun's bright, eh?
We can go here in the morning and do some exercise.
Yeah, you can.
Got this, please. It's not very comfortable. Very small, like it's made for small people. This.
That's made for you then, isn't it? Well, she means business now. The bag's coming off. Come on, chin above it. Get one chin up. Come on, one chin up or you don't get any dinner. What was that? Right, no dinner for you.
Completely out of shape right now.
No dinner for you now. Sorry viewers, but
No.
we're budget travellers and today we're going to save some money so Yamara's not going to eat today.
That's cool discrimination. Absolutely discrimination. I don't think that our viewers are going to be happy with this decision that you are just making.
So I was telling you earlier on about the artisans and how Bhaktapur is famous for craftsmanship. And here we've got a woodworking school. What do you... This for the buildings?
Huh?
For the buildings?
Yeah.
New buildings.
You make these and then sell, or you make these special?
Special.
Special. Okay.
For a private.
For a private customer, for a house. Wow.
Where are you from?
England.
Oh, England.
England, yeah. UK. How long did it take you to learn this?
It's been a tradition in my family.
So you from a young boy?
Yeah.
Okay.
England.
If I wanted to do this, how many years would it take me to get as good as you?
It's all about your creativity.
Okay.
Yeah. If you are interested, you learn very quick.
Okay.
But if you're artist before, then you learn very quickly.
Okay.
And we also have school which teaches like people how to do carving.
Okay. You make these ones as well? Wow. Those are amazing. Imagine the skill. All of this is carved out. I can't even fathom like how the crazy abilities that you've got to make that. Even just the imagination to do it. It's so much respect for that.
Thanks for exploring Nepal.
Thank you for providing me with an amazing country to come to.
Thank you. Always.
What do you think of Nepal?
Sorry?
What do you think of Nepal? Do you think it's good place?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
I was born in Nepal and
Yeah.
I love Nepal.
Good.
But I like another country also.
Would you like to stay here or would you like to leave?
No, to be honest, like we love Nepal. So.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not surprised. Like he's a
But
great.
love and like is different,
Yeah.
right?
Okay. So where would you like to go if you could go somewhere?
I've been to China already.
You've been to China?
Yeah.
Why did you go to China?
To learn the language.
You speak Chinese?
Yeah, of course, I can speak Chinese like this.
Wow. And how did you learn English?
English, we need to, since we are like from the high school.
From school. Wow. So how long did it take you to learn Chinese?
Chinese, only take me a year.
How amazing is that? And here's me.
But now, after learning Chinese, now I feel like English is difficult for me.
You think?
Yeah.
I think Chinese must be very difficult.
Yeah, the people used to say like that, but after once you learn the Chinese,
Yeah.
then the English will be difficult.
And you can write it as well, and you can read it?
I don't write, but I know the characters.
Wow. That's really impressive.
Like, nowadays we don't use like a letter.
Yeah.
It's all about typing, so I can type.
Wow. Well, what do you use Chinese for?
No, I used to take a tour before. Before COVID, I used to take a tour of the Chinese.
Yeah, but why did you learn it? Do you have Chinese customers or?
Yeah, we have.
Okay, wow. And here's me.
I work.
3 years after being with a Spanish person, I can't speak any Spanish.
I used to be like a Chinese tour before, Chinese guide before.
Oh, a guide for Chinese customers. Right, that makes sense.
And it's all about the COVID, so like it's they all
Stop.
are
Wow.
stop. So like I again started in my own tradition.
Okay. Well, you're very good at it. You should stay with it.
Thanks for admiring us.
I completely admire it. I think it's amazing. What was your name?
Later. My name is B.
B.
Yeah. And
Nice
what's
to meet
your?
Wayne.
Sorry.
Wayne.
Wayne.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Thanks for showing us.
Have a great time.
Have a nice day. Bye bye. That there was another classic example of Nepali hospitality. It's just brilliant. Imagine that in your country. You know, people here are so welcoming. And the thing that always strikes me the most is just how proud people are of Nepal and being from Nepal. You know, like with every country, everywhere has its faults, but people here love their country, and it's such a nice thing to see. But on that note, we're going to leave it here.
And we are going to keep you like updated with this beautiful city, because we are going to stay here for 1 more week and there is plenty of these things to show you. So I hope you enjoyed this one, and then we will see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.